Hey mate, you probably clicked this video because you want to know why I really left the UK for Australia. Or maybe you're just thinking about it yourself and you want to know if it's justified. There's some pretty strong reasons for me leaving the UK for Australia, and they might not be what you expect. So let's have a chat. I moved to Australia for more than just the sunny beaches and the outdoor lifestyle. I moved to get out of the UK, at least for now. There was only so much time for me left in the UK before things started feeling boring, unfulfilling, and life just seemed to not have as much purpose. Looking back 6 months, and actually it's 8 months now, but I planned this video 6 months in, it could have been the best decision I ever made. But this is why I moved. Before Australia, actually March of 2024, my partner and I spent a little bit of time, about 6 weeks, travelling Thailand and Indonesia. And honestly, that experience ruined the UK for us. If you've been on a long travel trip or you've lived abroad, you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. When we were over there, it was constant freedom. New experiences every day, meeting people from all over the world, and that moment of, wow, there is more to life than the little bubble that we've got back home in the UK. Then we came back to the UK after that trip, and suddenly I started noticing the grey skies more. Home, work, and the same weekend routine, go on a walk through the park, maybe go to the pub. It was safe, sure, but it was boring. I realised that I was craving something bigger, and that itch for adventure wouldn't go away no matter how hard we tried. We tried going to different parts of the UK, it was great. It didn't fully scratch that itch that we had. Let's just address the obvious, the weather. It's depressing when your weekend plans get absolutely ruined because it decides to pour down. Cheap fun is cold, and expensive fun is stressful. Even a walk outside, going to the park, going to your local shop turns into a soggy nightmare. Now, Australians will get this. The whole sunshine lifestyle isn't just a cheesy slogan, at least in Queensland. There's a reason that all of the rego plates say Sunshine State. It actually changes your mood. Waking up and seeing blue skies like it is right now, and you just want to go out and do something. It doesn't matter what it is. That was a big pull for me. We're going to move on from the weather talk because every video ever talks about it, and I'm sure all you Australians watching are sick of hearing it. What was the deeper reason though? It was the timing. Life is just too short to play it safe forever. And if I didn't try something bold like moving across the other side of the world now, I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. Things like marriage, kids, aging parents, career commitments, all those things make it just a little bit harder to pack up and go. Not to mention the countless conversations that I've had with my parents who did once consider moving to Australia, and they certainly regretted it. It was now or never. Failure was absolutely an option, but regretting it wasn't. We told ourselves we would move, do a year, and if it didn't work, we can go back home. And that was better than regretting never trying in the first place. So that mindset pushed me to take the leap. And here is the blunt truth. The UK was just draining me. Wages felt stagnant. I knew what the progression was in the National Health Service, and it didn't excite me. The cost of living was climbing like it is everywhere, but it was particularly difficult with the low salary. And right now there's just like a general grumpy vibe back in the UK. It just hangs in the air and everyone's just a bit grumpy. You feel it when you're out shopping, you feel it when you're speaking to family, and you feel it when you're out with your mates as well. Australia, by comparison, just feels lighter. More space, more sunshine, people outdoors smiling and chatting with one another. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it just feels like a breath of fresh air right now. Something I didn't expect was just how different social culture is. Of course, it's a different country, so the culture is going to be different, but the social culture in particular quite surprised me. People here are friendlier in day-to-day life. There's this outdoor, community-driven vibe. Coffee catch-ups, beach walks, barbecues, sport everywhere. And work-life balance actually means something. Don't take me wrong when I say that you'll work less, because you probably won't. You'll probably be working your normal full-time 9 to 5. However, the time outside of that is really fulfilling. I guess I had this idea before moving that Aussies were just Brits with better tans, and it turns out you all just have such a different rhythm of life. And I've had my fair share of awkward moments trying to learn Aussie slang, which I've spoke about in a previous video. Like the first time someone mentioned that they were going to be wearing thongs, it was a bloke, later realising that that meant flip-flop. But listen, I don't want to paint this like it's a fairy tale. It hasn't all been smooth sailing and it's not all perfect. Homesickness is real. I miss my family, I miss my friends, and weirdly miss some of the UK comforts. Like a cold day and a Sunday roast, and then there's like certain foods that you just can't get here, although the food is fresher here. And I also won't delve too deep, but rental prices on the Gold Coast and property prices are horrendous. The honeymoon period moving to Australia is all sunshine and beaches. But once reality sets in, finding a place to live, finding work, building a social circle, it's quite difficult, like it would be starting a new life anywhere. And that's the part that people don't put on Instagram. Leaving the UK didn't magically fix everything. The first few weeks felt like paradise. We got engaged. It was lovely. And then reality hit. After about 6 months though, something shifted. Australia hasn't changed who I am, but it has changed my lifestyle. I wasn't weighed down by the same things anymore. Grey skies, lack of adventure, and the constant stuck feeling. I feel like it's given me the opportunity and space to grow into the person that I want to be. If you're watching this and you're thinking of making the move, here's my advice. Don't expect a new country to solve all your problems. If your relationships, your health, or your mindset isn't right, they will follow you wherever you go. But if you're in a good place, you just know that your current lifestyle doesn't fit the kind of person that you are, then yeah, moving to Australia or moving to a different country might just be the best decision of your entire life. For me, Australia didn't fix me, but it gave me the environment to live a life that I truly wanted. And that's why I left the UK. Not because I hated it, because I knew I wanted something different. If you're curious about what life in Australia is really like and not just the Instagram version, then subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. And if you made it this far, then if you could pop a little comment down below of what you would like to see next, I'm up for getting out and about and showing you parts of the Gold Coast and the things I like to do. If there is any aspect of that you want to see, then drop it in the comments below. But for now, my name's Dan, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.